Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh my gosh, a bunch of things popped out of existence when I flashed over to the main screen. I hope that everything's all right. Welcome. It's me, Little Karibo, your host, also known as Martin, for your Ace Attorney Sunday experience. Thank you for the head pat there, Senmaru, right off the bat. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the comfort and encouragement. Nobody expects the attorney's penis, says Caleb's Wildfire. Yeah, you'd be
Oh
surprised
no,
in
I expect that.
We have been begging for
I
it.
demand it.
begging,
Yeah,
begging for
you
more.
don't know us at all.
We're playing dual destinies and we're bringing the D, so it's triple D. Oscar Aguila 12, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Airwave Sir, thank you for the follow. And I've been talking to Marin and Soupy about this name. Rider kick indeed, Vampiro. I've been talking to Marin and Soupy about what this name means, and apparently it means it's bad. Warui Desho, thank you for following. Well, I hope it's not Warui Desho. I hope it's Warui Des. Yes. Good. Hope it's going to be the opposite of that.
I hope it's bad. Yes.
I hope it's bad good.
I hope it is des.
Edes. What's that?
That means good.
Hey.
It's okay. All right. Or Tanoshi des. Fun.
You've learned something. And that's the important
You're
thing.
welcome.
Mr.
Bitch.
Lucky says, in all honesty, I don't think Phoenix is an ace attorney. If anything, he's bi-curious.
No,
We
he's
love it.
firmly bisexual.
Bi
It's not even
disaster.
curiosity.
Yeah. The curiosity has been satisfied by a long mile at this point. All right. But it's not just me. It's not just me bringing the stream to you guys live and in your face. We're also joined by my fellow co-hosts. We usually have three, but we're just down to two because Karina is babysitting an animal, which is very important. But we're also joined by...
It's because he's bisexual.
You, Senmaru, for the vamp redeem there. I was expecting that to be Soupy, but that was Senmaru all the way. We're also joined by Marin. Clock up indeed, Mr. Lucky. We're joined by Marin Miller. Hello, Marin.
Oh, hello, everyone. It is a homosexual update.
I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked gay lovemaking instead of gay update.
Oh my God.
No, that's what we lost, Martin.
You need to respect. This is a very solemn gay update today. Very solemn. We are in mourning today. I hope everyone wore black. I'm wearing black. I'm actually wearing a shirt someone made for me. And it's something I tweeted. I said, every time I book something, I say, score another one for the Uggos. Keep fighting, bitch. And they put it on a shirt. Anyway, I'm wearing black. Because I'm in mourning. Yeah, because...
That's just my wardrobe.
when last we saw each other, something terrible has happened between now and then. Those times that have occurred, something terrible has happened, a death. Something has died that is very precious to at least, well, all three of the people in this call. And we just finished rewatching it like maybe a few weeks ago.
Literally like a month.
Yeah. But so the Yuri on Ice movie has been canceled. They officially announced it, which like we've kind of been waiting. I've been kind of like, you know what, you guys take whatever time you need to make this movie. But then like last year, I want to say, or maybe a couple years ago, Mappa removed it entirely from their like upcoming releases page, and we were just kind of like, boy, well, all right, fuck you too.
Well,
and then they officially came out and canceled it. So we're pretty bummed about that because, like, hot damn, Yuri on Ice was one that nobody saw coming, and I guess
nobody saw going either.
Yeah, nobody knew how to make it go again. So here we are. Or, you know, I mean, there's lots of theories about what Mappa may or may not have done. I'm not here to talk about those theories because I have no personal information or reference. But all I know is I'm very, very sad that I will not get to see Yuri on Ice, the movie. And I, for one, believe that the reason why it had to be Victor's, like, teenage years was because they would have insisted on like full penetration in the movie. But I kept being like, come on, cowards, full on penetration. We need that Night in Barcelona to become real, that animation. But
oh no.
But anyway, so I don't know. We were trying to figure out like what's an uplifting gay update, but I'm too tired to think of one.
You got glasses.
I'm too tired. I got new glasses. I don't know. My project is wrapping this week, so I'm pretty freaked out because I'm like, where's my next job coming from? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I don't know. But I've been playing Dave the Diver, though. I started playing that yesterday, and I'm already a quarter through it, apparently. So that's pretty fun. You get to run a sushi shop and catch the fish that you serve. So that's fun.
Which is perfectly in theme with the DLC case that we're working on right now. Very
yeah.
fish-based.
This is the Ace Attorney fishing mini game.
Also, Nom de Plume here has cool glasses, much like you, Marin.
I do have very cool glasses. True. They're my cunty Iron Man glasses. Like Tony Stark if he was doing an 8.9 on the cuntquake scale.
You know, he's capable of it.
If he was shitting in the mother toilet.
What? Oh my god. Soupy. How did you out Marin?
What the fuck? I do not have a poop fetish.
I didn't imply. That was not my implication.
What if I see
you went too far is all. Apple Tum Tum says, God, I love that meme.
Marin went too far, then I went further.
There you go.
Just a little toe past the line.
Really quickly, Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 32 months. 32 months, woo! And Ninja Jackson 909, thank you for the follow and the Hydrate Redeem, which I did indeed. I took advantage of that while Marin was chatting. But we're also joined by the Tasty, the
nutritious,
comforting, the warm and plentiful Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi, hope everybody's doing well. My uplifting gay update is that I checked and I'm still gay.
Hell yeah, Soupy.
Nailed it.
And it's not going to be ending anytime soon.
Keep on trucking in that gay way. All right. Well, again, like I said, I don't know how many people joined in the intermediary, but we do not have a Karina this time. Karina has responsibilities, which are very important. But we are happy to continue playing. We are currently on the DLC case of Dual Destinies Turnabout Reclaimed, which we are on day 1 of the court case. I don't know how many of the trial section, in fact. Let me turn the game audio on so we get in the mood. Dark Jade, always helpful. I'm
already horny.
You're already horny. How? Dark Jade, last time on Dual Destinies, after getting pearls to recharge the Mega Tamer after it had been drained, her own Psyche Locks were ironically the first ones we ended up breaking. And after finding enough evidence to hint at the potential of foul play in this instant, we've taken things to trial. Really have to wonder how the general public, or those who know right well, react to this being his first back as lawyer. And first up on the witness stand for questioning, Madame de Plume. So yes, how do you think people in general, like outside of the core circle of characters, felt about Phoenix Wright just waltzing back in after a pretty heinous disbarring?
I feel like anybody who actually pays attention and cares probably already knew about the parrot thing, so they would just be like, yeah, that tracks.
That's his whole career.
Yeah.
that parrot guy's back.
You cross-examine a parrot once.
Back on my bullshit.
And that's, you know what, they would be thinking about the parrot because now there's another animal involved. We got the whale. So people would just be like, that's his whole shtick. He came back because he's the only one stupid enough to do this.
And now everybody's like, well, at least I know if my dog gets accused of murder, I know who to go to.
All right.
Damn.
But unfortunately, also my dog definitely did it. So.
Oh no, Tilly.
Phoenix Wright, dog lawyer.
See Tilly right now.
Tilly came right up to me and was looking at me all guilty. So I think maybe
she's like, I need a lawyer.
She was asking to go out right before the stream. So I think maybe she went out, committed a quick murder.
What was she doing out there?
Oh. I think she probably vandalized something. You know what? I heard that bitch poops on people's lawns.
That bitch.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
That's probably what she did.
That is so fucked up.
For the record, I do not let Tilly poop on people's lawns.
Well, you do. You just pick it up.
I try not to let her do it on people's lawns.
Well, we do it on the little strip between the sidewalk and the street, which is
Yeah.
technically people's lawns.
Really? Do people? Is there a person out there that looks at that and says, "That's my lawn"?
Yes,
if you leave the
actually.
poop there, you will find out from that person.
Oh my god.
There are people who do that because they put signs in front of their apartment
Yeah.
buildings in that one area we lived in, remember?
I do remember that, and in that case, that's fine. But I don't look at that and think, "Ah, yes, my lawn." Anyway.
Anyway, we pick up the
Someone's
dog poop.
And someone will be real mad at you if you don't pick up the poop.
Yeah. Let me know in the chat if the audio sounds okay. If it doesn't, let me know if somebody is too loud or too quiet. Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for the 50 bits there. What's the lassie? Oh, what's that, lassie? Timmy's down the well? J'accuse, you did it, you murderous dog. Prepare your defense.
That dog pushed a kid down a well.
All
I'm going
right.
to dog court.
Woof.
All right.
Woof, woof, woof.
But are you good
Woof,
to
woof,
jump in
woof.
as Mr. Plume there, Marin?
Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, I'm just doing the dog's court theme.
Of course.
Or
Woof, 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 woof.
Wolf Jackson.
What else could I think except that the killer whale was headbutting the victim?
But if you didn't actually see the moment of the attack itself, then it's pure conjecture.
Objection!
Must I do everything around here?
Thank you, Snow the First, for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 22 months. The Golden Soldier Thouser is born, presented by Zaya. Now we are questioning our local Marilyn Monroe parody. I suppose she has a bit of Marilyn going on.
How dare you speak so rudely to me?
It's more, what's her name? Marilyn Monroe meets Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, kinda. Thank you, Faisar, for the head pat. One sec while I get that going. Hey.
Woof. There's no need for hysterics. Clear your mind and recall how you reached your conclusion. Though you couldn't see what the orca was attacking, you didn't need to, did you? Because you knew she was behaving exactly as she... What? Oh
Huh?
yeah, as she had only 1 year prior. I misread.
Oh, you're good. I had to turn your gain down a bit. You were very loud.
Oh, okay. I'm usually very quiet on him, so I was turning it up. So now I've turned it back down. So that's why I don't want you to really adjust the gain when I'm doing this stuff.
I mean, I would rather be the one in charge of my stream audio.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna have to turn it back up again.
Sure.
Oh.
1 year ago.
That's right. Yes, that's it. That's how I knew the killer whale was headbutting the victim.
I'm sorry, but could someone explain exactly what happened a year ago?
If you must know, a very similar incident occurred only last year in which the defendant murdered her trainer.
what? The orca murdered her trainer, you say?
What? Is this really true? This is not looking good for us. It's almost like you should have
You
done...
did no research.
Yeah, the slightest research would have revealed this.
It's all in this book.
The whale wrote a book called If I Did It.
Very topical.
Thank you.
That book. The Killer Whale. That's Mr. Plume's latest work.
Wait,
I was just thinking of picking that up.
she wrote about this?
I think that's why she was there in the first place.
I see. The Killer Whale added to the court record. A non-fiction book by Norma de Plume. It's about the case from last year. What is this cover art? It looks like... It just sort of looks like shapes or pages. Did the whale
I
write
guess
the
it is just
manuscript?
shapes and pages.
Orca kills its trainer. Oh, this is a picture
Maybe the
book.
whale wrote like the foreword of the book.
just says squeal, wheel, wheel.
Last year, the defendant killed her trainer in the middle of a show.
Tummy.
The orca headbutted and bit the victim.
What is this thing next to them?
I wonder if we'll find out.
That's like, it's the sword thing, isn't it? Like a walkie-talkie.
Oh, right. Yes, this is the sword that goes into it. Ah.
Yeah.
The same thing she's accused of in this case. That orca killed 2 people? Oh, sorry, that thing is a menace. Guilty, I say. I never want to go to the beach again.
How many killer whales are at the beach that you go to, sir?
So many!
Also, like, the reason why this orca is killing everyone is because its tank is so fucking small. Give it a bigger tank and it will have more room
I'm never
to not kill
going
people.
to the beach. I'm never going to eat seafood. I'm never going to do anything that involves fish. There might be a whale.
Just never leave your
And I'm
house.
moving to Nebraska.
Yeah.
No, now everyone's even more convinced that Orla did it.
We were doing so well, but now...
Were we?
Now everyone in the room has a bad impression of Orla. Tower Mom, thank you for resubscribing at Prime for 3 months and getting us on a hype train there. Let's get a hype train at chugging.
Into the weenie mobile. Weenie man away.
Is that the train noise?
I don't fucking know. I'm tired.
Oh. I don't want to think she did it. Is this the face of a killer? But
The mustache, kind of a little.
It's hard to keep on believing in somebody who can't even tell me her side.
Fweet. Sell me fweet pics. Oh, Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe in Orla.
It's just Karika. Thank you for the 50 bits. Hype train, hype.
Beep beep. There's no way she killed anybody. You got to save her. Please, I'm begging you.
Sasha, what am I doing doubting my client like this? This is the time to be strong.
Just because that one dog did it doesn't mean this killer whale did it.
I believe in Orla, and I'm ready to fight for our clients.
Do you pick up the poop after they poop on the lawn, Athena?
I don't even have a dog.
You're supposed to pick up the poop? I'll take everybody in this courtroom on if I have to.
She's like, how are you supposed to pick up poop with your bare hands? Ew.
Ew. Don't you worry, Sasha.
She's like in the middle of doing it. She's like, they should really make bags or something for this.
Why don't they have these things that like scoop the poop? They could call them pooper scoopers.
What an invention.
Très bien. Don't you worry, Sasha. We won't give up on Orla. We'll defend her to the very end.
Thank you. Thank you, both of you.
Both of us.
Both of you. Both of you. Fweet.
We are Orla's... Oh, this is gonna be... We are Orla's lawyers.
That's a tongue twister.
We are Orla's lawyers. Who else but us can save her? We can't give up on her now.
Beep. For an instant there, you were afraid of the orca, weren't you, right, Dono? When you saw the photograph of the victim from a year ago, you turned paler than me.
Yeah, he saw right through me.
It's obvious you have neither the guts nor the determination to defend the orca.
It's true that Orla can't speak and I don't know her thoughts. But there's a certain someone who believes in Orla with all her heart. I respect the trust she has in Orla, so I'm willing to believe in Orla too.
It's fucking Bob. Huh. And what do you know about orcas? Nothing, that's what.
Is this Black
I
Will's
looked into
theme?
you. Yeah.
Yes.
I looked into your brain and saw there was nothing about orcas in there.
You don't even know if the whale is homophobic or not.
I know nothing.
What is that whale's sexual orientation anyway? So allow me to fill you in with my cock.
No. Caleb's Wildfire, thank you for the 50 bits. Orla can kill whoever she wants. She's just too cute. As long as she says "fweet" afterwards.
Give me a fweet.
Give me a fweet.
Do you have any idea why orcas are also called killer whales?
Because it sounds cool.
Because they are cunning and merciless predators that kill and hunt even true whales.
Oh, they're fake
Not these
whales.
little fake-ass pussy shark whales. Whale sharks. Little whale fish.
So killer whales really are killers. What terrifying creatures indeed.
They eat like penguins and seals,
Yeah,
bro.
they don't eat just anything.
And rich people boats.
I can't bear to hear any more of such rubbish as trusting a killer. Can you, your baldness?
No matter what you say, I will continue to believe. I don't give up that easily, you know?
If people find out what I said here, they will have a whale of a discrimination case against me.
Yeah, man.
That was so funny. That was a good laugh. All right, Dullard, you don't know when to give up, do you? Very well. I shall give you a chance to prove just how determined you are. Witness, spare no quarter, and lay the full truth on them. Then I'll lay the full length of my body along theirs and share the heat of skin-to-skin contact.
Oh, but of course. That is what I do, after all.
All right.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what will you have the witness testify about?
I shall have her testify about what she saw and what she heard.
What she heard?
Very well. Mr. Plume, please tell the court what you saw and what you heard.
Eat my butt.
Dum,
That's what she heard. What she saw. Somebody eating butt.
What I saw and what I heard. Marin's in a mood.
I'm tired. Very tired. The killer whale's behavior was exactly the same as a year ago. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing.
Thank you, Faisal, for bonking Marin.
Ow. I was calm when I saw it start to headbutt. But when the pirate hat and victim came floating up, I let out a scream.
Pirate hat.
So the orca displayed the same behavior as during the incident a year ago.
Let me look at any of this stuff to imply.
Edgeworth's definitely an ass eater. Edgeworth
What?
loves getting his ass eaten. And Phoenix Wright loves eating ass. Phoenix Wright, not really a big fan of getting his ass eaten, I don't think. I think he thinks it's weird because, like, you know, he's also kind of, like, oddly focused on the toilet for some reason.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. The whale was wearing the pirate hat. Does that mean anything?
Probably.
I guess we'll find out.
Hey, Azul
Well, it doesn't look like it's wearing the
Just
hat.
the victim came floating up too, right?
The victim as
Yeah.
well. But I'm just curious why she mentions the hat. Did you say this?
Well, I guess we'll present.
You said this?
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
That's right. Those weren't just simple cries. It was singing. As I approached the pool, going through puberty, the killer whale
Oh.
suddenly started singing.
Snow the First, thank you for the $5 tip there. Blackwell's theme
Oh.
is a standout in this game's soundtrack. I always hear it as a sinister waltz. Yeah, but I wonder what other people think when they hear Blackwell's theme. I definitely get a waltz vibe.
Yeah, definitely a waltz.
I
like
definitely
you've
feel,
seen
yeah.
waltzed around by some asshole detective that I don't like.
Oh, you think that's the implication?
Well, Soupy certainly likes shipping the two of them for the fuck it upness of it all.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, totally.
I get that.
It's pretty tasty, honestly.
I'll have to see if I can find some fan art from back in the day.
Yes.
It kept headbutting while it sang the swashbuckler spectacular song.
Huh?
That's right. It was singing the same song it sang in the aquarium stage show back then. It was singing while it was headbutting. Oh, it was perfectly horrible.
Oh, Yolanator. It's kind of a spoiler for this game, but if you've been watching it with us, you'll know what's his name?
Fulbright.
Right.
Fulbright. Yeah, Fulbright and Blackwell is the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily
More like Phantom Blackwell is closer to what I like.
Not the typical personality that he's showing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Fulbright is the guy that
That's a turn off.
Fulbright is not the real person.
Right.
Huh.
Right.
I don't see a single obvious inconsistency in this testimony, but that pirate hat is cool.
I wish I had a pirate hat.
It's clear I won't be able to take apart her statements with evidence alone.
Injustice we thrust. Oh, but see, that would have to be an Apollo fanfic, and I mean, I guess I like reading
that
about
could be
Apollo
that
getting
could be
boned,
Fulbright and Apollo.
But what?
Do we like that?
I'm sorry, what?
Just to use that line alone, sure. And I'm sure
I
it's already
see.
a thing.
Okay, so we're
valid.
talking about a 100-word fan fiction where it's literally just
Based
Fulbright
entirely
thrusted.
around that line.
It begins mid-sex. There's no build-up.
Yeah. And that's all of that pairing that I would ever need to read. I'm like, yeah, that's the pinnacle of it.
I'm fine.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine.
A lot of giggling.
Yeah.
We
And
amuse
that's
ourselves.
that whole fanfic.
We did it. We wrote
We
it.
just wrote 100 words right now.
Yeah,
I'm proud
perfect.
of us.
Mr. Wright, now would be a good time for me to put my skills to work.
Welcome, Void Adept. Great to see you.
Yo.
It's because he's bisexual.
It's time to show what analytical psychology can really do. Why does she say that every single fucking time she uses?
Is that her
Because
catchphrase?
she is desperately trying to convince herself that she has purpose.
It's like, didn't we show you what it could do last case and the case before that?
She's like 19, so
She's having a good time.
no, she's having a really bad
She got a
time.
degree and she's gonna bring it up every time she gets
Yeah,
chance.
she's gonna fucking use it.
She's one of those kids who took like one 101 class and are like, actually, let me tell you
Yeah,
literally
true.
everything.
Void Adept, thank you for the vamp redeem. You seem pretty confident. Let me guess. You noticed a contradiction between the testimony and her emotions?
You bet I did. And once we expose it, we might just be able to crack her.
Expose what?
Expose her crack.
Who?
No, scratch that. We'll definitely be able to expose her crack.
What about my crack?
Then let's give your knowledge of analytical psychology a try.
Analytical.
Oh, I intentionally didn't go there.
But then Sophie and I.
Don't worry, Marin and I will do it.
Yeah.
You should have just done it, Martin,
I
because then it
should've.
was two of us.
I should have.
Hey, phrasing!
Thank you,
You got it,
Senmaru.
boss. A complete analysis of Mr. Plume's heart coming right up.
Thank you, Senmaru, for the phrasing.
Let's analfy her.
Danny.
Analyze. I'm gonna analyze.
Let's find out what emotions are contradicting or conflicting. Unexpected. L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Yup, getting anal to expose the crack.
I would think that you would expose the crack to get anal, but that is just me.
All right.
I don't.
All right. The killer whale's behavior was exactly...
Oh, yiffing. That's what it is. Okay.
What?
Because there's no crack because the suit's covering the crack.
Oh. Anyway, the killer whale's behavior was exactly the same as a year ago. Anyway. As I approached... There's no emotions. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. Shock from the singing. I don't think that's unexpected necessarily.
Not unexpected, no.
I was calm. No, you fucking weren't. When I saw it start to headbutt. None of this implies calm. Should I... Sad or
I
shocked?
say let's try the sadness because that one's like big.
Well,
Yeah.
can we see the next one?
Sure.
Yeah, that is true.
When the pirate hat and victim came floating up, I let out a scream. These seem like they're expected. And the next
Yeah,
one is
let's go-
cycling.
I feel like let's try the big sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faisar, don't... I mean, I appreciate your curiosity. But I don't think it's a good idea to ask legitimate questions about it.
Oh man, did we tell you that we watched our friend's kid and they came out as a little furry.
You did.
It was so cute. The next
Wait, wasn't it something
generation.
other than a furry that was specifically not
It
a
was-
furry?
it was
And then
a-
you're just out here spreading misinformation about this kid being a furry.
all right. She said Therian, okay? She wants to be a little... She's got, like, all sorts of little animal personas. It's really cute. But she was so excited when I was like, yeah, when I was a kid, we called that kinning. She was like, you guys did it? I was like, yeah. I mean, I was never a
Marin,
kid, but, you know.
I was gonna say, are you admitting to kinning?
No, I never kinned, but that being said, I have many diaries full of fan fictions about pretending to be different anime characters, so
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
valid. Mr. Plume, Orla really frightened you with her headbutting, didn't she?
Are you still waiting to hear back on whether or not you're engaged to Sonic the Hedgehog?
You know, I think I moved on. I settled for Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marin's really fallen out with Sonic and his world in general, because the other day I was like, Marin, you want to watch the Knuckles show? And Marin said, I will watch one episode of the Knuckles show.
I don't care about Knuckles.
That's valid.
My
Yeah,
boyfriend was
that's fine.
Sonic.
That's valid.
Yeah. What part of Knuckles is Sonic?
The and part.
Where is and in Knuckles? There's not even a
Knuckles
Right
D.
before Knuckles.
Knuckles and Echidna.
Oh, don't be absurd. I certainly was not frightened by the likes of any killer whale.
It must have been something else that scared her then, boss.
Knuckles and Sonic are very different, because unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle.
However, oh god.
The face she's pulling is perfect for that as well.
I do remember being very afraid for some reason while I was doing that. So much so that it just caused a lot of indigestion.
It sounds like maybe you saw something we haven't discussed yet. Take your time and try to remember what it was. What did you see?
This is practically turning into a counseling session. I know, because I've been to one counseling session.
I saw something. Oh, I remember now.
Interesting.
Okay, good. Now, if you could please tell the court what you saw.
I'm gonna say, there are criticisms to be made of Athena's introduction to the games, but I do like the emotional puzzle. I think that's a fun one. That's a fun little new puzzle.
I do really like the kind of like background graphics that they
Yeah.
show that kind of give you a little more insight into like how things went down.
Yeah.
I saw bright red blood. The killer whale's ramming caused the victim to bleed. There was a great cloud of blood.
So presumably there was like jam in there or something.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, that's it. That's why I was so sure. That's when I knew the killer whale had killed a person for a second time.
Well, that was a very compelling statement indeed.
Jammy Dodgers voided up.
Looking at this again, there does appear to be something that could be a cloud of blood.
Jammy Dodger debris. So her terror was a reaction to blood, was it? That would certainly explain what happened yesterday. Blood. Please take a look at this blood-stained coin.
Eek. Cease and desist at once. What kind of man shows a lady blood?
And that's where it all began. She doesn't have to get so belched up.
All right.
Dazzlemagia, thank you for the 10 bits. I think Athena's main issue is that she has to establish herself in a game where we have to follow up on Apollo after we barely explored him in his first outing, and then Phoenix is also being brought back to placate fans. If I had my way, Phoenix would be in final and DLC cases only, while the rest of the game would be about Apollo, Athena, and Trucy. Yeah.
I would have focused on Apollo and Phoenix. I wouldn't have
If
brought
I had
in
my
any
way, it would
characters.
just be Phoenix.
I mean, yes, that too, but
Honestly.
there's no going back from Apollo Justice. I mean, there's no going back from whatever this fucking game is either. Dual Destinies.
You could go back from Apollo Justice.
Not now.
I guess not now, no. But I feel like after Apollo Justice came out, there was.
That's not what Spirit of Justice says.
Okay. Hey, Red
Give
Spade
me
83. Did you say this?
I was badly injured during an interview once. Ever since then, I've been terrified of blood.
I was badly interviewed during an injury once.
All right.
I just thought it's funny.
Don't make me go shit in the mother toilet.
Oh no.
The very sight of it dreadfully upsets my delicate sensibilities.
The very sight of the mother toilet.
The very sight of the mother toilet.
This is a bad turn. If Mr. Plume saw blood, then does that mean Orla really did attack the victim?
It would appear that orcas are even more vicious than I am, even though we may match colors. I'm a Zigzagoon. So, how does
And
it...
that's a whale lord.
Wow. Hang on, I had to absorb that line.
Yeah?
How does it feel?
feel to be thoroughly rammed by your own cross-examination, right, Dono?
I didn't quite understand.
Oh. Oh my god, I just thoroughly rammed a man. I thoroughly rammed Phoenix Wright.
What do we do now, boss?
Oh, I missed that Sims game. I'm so sad that I had to change computers and I lost that save where I had a threesome going on with Miles and Phoenix and we were like living together in a beautiful polycule in the house.
Yeah.
And I was
Recreate
there
it.
living like
You have the
maid.
power.
I'm working on it, but like for whatever reason, I'm struggle busting like trying to get new families into the like on the same save. I made like 8
Oh.
families and they aren't showing up in the library. It could have something to do with the fact that my copy is pirated, but
I see.
I wanted all the expansions and I paid for like most of them.
Taekwondo, thank you for the follow.
I said this, by
Oh,
the
you
way.
did? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah, that testimony was not at all what I expected to hear.
Wait a minute. There's still some discord left in Mr. Plume's heart.
What? You mean they didn't invite me to their Discord server?
Yes, but there's no telling what it is. It could be something even more damaging. And no, they did not invite you to their good Christian Discord server.
Oh my god.
Is there
Just
anything
because I
left?
gave him a front hug?
Is there anything left of our case to damage? Well, whatever it is, we have to face it head on. Athena, you believe in Orla, right? This killer whale that we met 24 hours ago? If so, there's no reason for us to shy away from the truth.
Yeah, you're right.
I know we can handle the truth. Get it? Whatever it is, so let's delve a little deeper.
What?
You got it, boss.
We can handle the truth.
Oh, I see.
That's a court movie.
A reference to a movie starring Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson, I think.
He is in that scene, yes.
Yes.
Killer whale's behavior. As I approached the pool, killer whale suddenly started singing. Shock.
Yeah, beach, rain on me.
After it started headbutting, I saw that all full blood and was terrified, still sad. But when the pirate hat and victim came floating up, I let out a scream. Okay.
It's still sad on the previous one.
Yeah.
And big sad.
Big sad.
Big sad.
Ah.
So I'd say
You could try
big
the little sad.
Yeah. Soupy seems to think we should try the little sad.
Try the little sad. One of them sads.
Huh? Her fear appears to lessen here at this statement. Oh, that was
Oh,
fear?
it's not sad.
Wait, that's sad.
It is sadness, but I don't know why every once in a while they're just like, yeah, that's fear.
I
But I
thought
feel
the
like
yellow would be
surprise would
fear.
fit the Yeah, it's
Yeah.
surprise, but I feel like that is more synonymous with fear than sadness.
This game is making a clear division between jump scares and actual scares.
Whoa.
Mr. Plume, weren't you afraid when you saw the victim with blood coming out of him?
No, fuck that guy. My, that's a very good question. I was shaken after witnessing a murder, yes. But then, the blood seemed to disappear.
Disappear? Why do you suppose that was?
I don't fucking know. Simple. It was because of the pirate hat.
Huh?
What?
After the killer whale put the hat on, the cloud of blood disappeared.
After?
So the blood was bleeding. The whale was bleeding.
The
Blood was bleeding.
Asimek says, my gripe with the mood matrix is precisely that it's based on entertainment media's ideas on emotions. I see. It's like Princess Peach emotions, says Miss Inkwitch.
Very simple.
And how exactly does that work?
How should I know? I'm just telling you what I remember, Blue Boy.
Wait a minute.
Oh God, I've moved from one blue spiky asshole to another.
Yeah. Whoa, Randon, thank you for raiding with 216 viewers there. My goodness, welcome everyone.
Or Greg.
We have been told not to embarrass Randon. Oh, that's okay. All of the embarrassment is going to be on my shoulders at some point. You don't have to worry about that. Welcome. Thank you so much. Wadui Tanuki, thank you for the follow there. We got another Wadui.
Wadui.
So many Waduis today. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys had a fun stream. We're playing some Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. You were playing Slice and Dice. I hope things were diced and sliced, or at least one or the other. Bibinka Bear, thank you for the follow there. We are currently in the middle of the DLC case for Dual Destinies Turnabout Reclaimed, which, if you don't know, is somewhat infamous as being a case where you're defending a killer whale for supposedly killing somebody, which we're trying to argue is out of character. Papa Boris, hey Martin, just curious if you heard of... Nope, can't say I have. All right, wait a minute. From whom was this blood that Mr. Plume saw actually coming from? My guess is the whale.
Yeah, I think so.
Consider this. Maybe the one who was bleeding wasn't the victim.
And he just died coincidentally.
The fabled whale.
I'm thinking he was already dead.
I beg your pardon. What kind of ridiculous nonsense is that? There was no one else in the pool. No one else was in that pool besides the victim.
It was an adults-only swim.
Oh.
Oh, I wouldn't...
An adult swim, you say?
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't say there was no one else. It's weird how long it took me to understand why Adult Swim was called Adult Swim.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm glad you figured it out.
It is an orca pool, after all.
What? Then where is this alleged injury on the defendant?
We got a high up going. Almost completely nailed it. Karika and Arikios, congrats on the double teaming of the high up and turn down for what there?
You just thoroughly rammed those reactions.
I'm not sure, but if simply wearing the pirate hat made the blood disappear... Alright, head injury. Then the blood must have been coming from somewhere in Orla's head. There's your Marilyn Monroe.
The orca's head? What are you prattling on about now?
That's right, guys. Miss Inkwitch has it right. It's like when you get kids out the pool so the adults can use it. That's why it goes from Cartoon Network to Adult Swim. So at that point, all the kids need to get out of the pool, and all the adults get to try it now.
No more kiddie pool.
That's why it's Adult Swim.
Please think about it again, Mr. Plume. Think back to what you really saw.
That is... The one who was bleeding was not the victim, but the killer whale?
This killer whale is bleeding.
I remember now. There wasn't any blood coming from the victim after all.
Aha, that is kind of an important detail, my friend.
He was just in there having fun.
He was just unconscious, having a blast.
Swimming. He was sleep swimming.
K16, I'm
I
glad.
see that all the time.
Erikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Animals can bleed while bashing their head? Well, I never.
We did it. Analytical psychology got us what we needed from her.
That was a huge help, Athena. It was also pretty dicey for a while, though. Ooh.
Well, this is a surprise. The blood the witness saw was the defendants, not the victims.
Oh, Soupy's sprite, Papa Boris, is, what's her name?
It's Aura Blackwell.
Aura Blackwell, a character from the later on in the game. That is correct. And since there was no blood coming from the victim, there's only one thing we can conclude. That what Mr. Plume witnessed was not the moment of the murder, as she claims. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 10 bits. Actually, come to think of it, doesn't the Phantom point out that the mood matrix thing is just leading the witness? And the judge says something to the effect of, I'll allow it because minigames are cool. That is interesting, though, considering it is ultimately emotions that kind of get him sussed out. He's trying to get that...
The judge was playing Genshin Impact and wasn't paying attention anyway.
That makes sense, that makes sense.
He likes minigames.
True. He likes gotcha.
The miniest of games.
If the mood matrix doesn't have microtransactions, he's not interested.
You tell me I can't collect these murderers?
Or the emotions.
I thought you were unarmed, but it turns out you were concealing a sword all along.
Why, thank you.
Nevertheless, it is far too dull to cut to the bone. Nevertheless,
Meaning...
I grant that what the witness saw was not the victim's blood, but it proves nothing. After all, being rammed doesn't always result in a wound that bleeds, does it?
The first few times.
The wound gapes. What the who are you sleeping with that makes you bleed the first couple of times? Why wouldn't you try and make it right the first time?
You
Because it was a genuine mistake.
Gotta figure things out.
Phrasing!
Thank you, Ankoku no Megami, for the phrasing redeem.
Death from internal hemorrhage.
Only the first few times.
Yeah, it is.
Phoenix Wright, who are you fucking?
Phoenix Wright is taking notes right now.
Who is fucking you?
He's like, I could die.
No, Edgeworth.
Like,
did you know
ooh.
this? K16, thank you for redeeming Bonk Marin. And Tower Mom says, GDI Marin, someone bonk them. I don't have the points. He has a point there.
If you
Just
Marin,
if you wish to what?
you're in a funny mood.
Yeah. Anyway, if you wish to challenge me to a duel, you'll need a sharper blade than that, right, Dono?
Or at least some trading cards.
I demand evidence that proves the witness did not see the moment of the murder.
The moment of the murder.
Movement.
There must be something. Big Phoenix. If I'm correct, then Rider Kick. Thank you, the Void Adept. If I'm correct, then the victim's death occurred before, I assume.
Before, yeah, because I think the body was just floating
If the
around.
body's
Yeah, I
there,
think the
yeah.
body was-
Like a delicious soup.
blood soup.
If the
He
victim
was
was
there for flavor.
if the victim was already dead when Orla started her headbutting, then that would mean he died sometime before Mr. Plume was watching her.
Ew.
The events Mr. Plume witnessed took place at around 10:10 a.m. Rock Rulin asks, is the ocean a soup?
Yes, it is.
It's
Yeah.
salty,
It's like a seaweed
Yep.
soup.
full of flavor.
Yeah. There's fish in there.
There's lots of kelp.
Yeah, it's like fish, vegetables.
I
Shells.
must have something that
What
can
else do you
rocks.
need?
I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. All right.
Maybe the flyer or the phone.
We
The
have
phone?
security footage, don't we?
I believe so.
Is there
Here we go. It
Time
starts
limit
at
on it?
10 a.m. opening
the
time.
10 a.m. opening time? Okay.
Boom. I assume. No.
We'll try it.
No. Okay.
Nah.
We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m., which means there's still footage going further back that we need to check. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played for the court. So at the end of Titanic, is that like a nice gazpacho?
Yeah.
Well, is gazpacho cold soup?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So
I was gonna
it's-
say borscht,
it's nice.
but
I do want to note that there is a line from Final Fantasy XIV that says the ocean is the soup of life.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah. And that line is also by a canon lesbian.
oh,
yeah.
she eats pussy and soup.
The best combination. All of the footage?
What was I gonna say? Oh, it's gone. Mr. Plume witnessed the cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m. But I believe the victim was already dead by that time.
So your assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Plume arrived?
Thank you for gifting a sub to Native Juggler 90 there, Vampiro. I do appreciate that. Vampiro, as always, an incredibly generous vampire. Exactly. The security camera footage starts at 10 a.m. when the aquarium opened. And I believe there is vital evidence in the 10 minutes before.
You are quite the gambling man, right, Dono? Are you honestly willing to risk everything on those mere 10 minutes?
I've bet on slimmer chances before, but when he puts it that way... Crush Level asks, is Yugi secretly the Moon Knight? I'd say that early manga Yugis certainly could be compared to Moon Knight, given that he keeps just forgetting stuff.
My boss is no coward, Prosecutor Blackwell, so I suggest you get ready to eat humble pie.
Or some
And
soup.
pussy.
Okay.
And pussy and soup.
And pussy and soup.
There's that meme of the two different directions you can go, and one of them is pussy and one of them is soup.
But it's also the meme where it's like you end up in the same place anyway.
Uh-oh. I can't back down now.
Well, if the defense is that confident in its importance. Prosecutor Blackwell, the security footage.
We got Maya.
Maya he,
Thank you, Katyasha Lockhart, for the Maya he, Maya who.
Maya who, Maya ha, fool bright.
Oh, this guy.
Boo.
Roger. I have the rest of the security footage right here.
We hate your soup.
Boo. We hate your pussy. Boo.
Egyptian god card.
Very well. Please play it for the court.
Please, please have something for me. Oh. All right, that is what
This
we've
is what
seen.
it looked like at 10:10 a.m. The witness can be seen here. All right, I'll just back the footage up to the beginning now,
Back
like we
it up.
probably should have done before.
Who investigates anymore?
Not me. Where is the dude?
It appears Mr. Plume hasn't arrived yet at this point.
Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. Okay. Is that it?
Yep. That's all the footage there is.
This is the worst security system ever.
Well, Mr. Wright, did you see what you were looking for?
3 minutes of footage?
We got nothing.
Huh. Well, right, Dono. Those were the 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance?
Did I see anything important? I'd better think about this carefully. In the footage we see... I'm guessing something important. Otherwise,
Yeah.
why did we do any of that?
Let's do our job.
This is the important thing the footage shows. Shit, is it this thing at the bottom here?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay. Shit.
It might have been nothing, where it's like one of those.
Can we look
times
at the court
that tries to
record?
fake you out.
All right, court record. Good call. Look at the,
Does it look like the skull is in a different position than
which skull?
the big skull that he's like right in front of in this one?
Oh, this
in the
one.
Pit. Yeah, it looks like it might shift.
Let's see. Doesn't
No.
look like it. The
And then
shadow is
Arl-
missing? Erikios says? I don't know.
No, there's a whale shadow.
I feel like the whale is moving, which is why the shadow is in a different spot. I guess we didn't see anything?
It might have just been one of the fake out things where
Yeah.
you were actually supposed to say nothing.
I guess we're feeding Mountain Dew to the judge.
Oh boy.
He's thirsty.
I don't know.
Hmm. And what is so vital about that point, Mr. Wright?
Different things are important to different people. Importance is a subjective thing.
That's such a lawyer thing.
Yes, just as my decision to assign a penalty is a subjective thing.
Do the do. Ugh, wait a minute. What if something that should be in the footage isn't there? Please wait, Your Honor. That footage... In the footage we see... Oh, I guess nothing important is why it's like the absence of something is what's
Yeah,
important. I see, I see. We can see nothing of importance in that footage.
Just as I thought. Big dumbass.
You're right about that. That section was completely meaningless.
You're describing all of your sections, mate.
Damn.
It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence.
I was waiting for you to make fun of me. No, it's just the opposite.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
In this 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there isn't there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence.
What? Are you questioning the way I carry out my duty to justice? Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please.
No.
Oh, okay. What is this important thing that you say should be in the footage but isn't?
I'm guessing it's the...
I'm guessing it's the body.
Yeah. So should I show the... What should I show here? The photo of the body, I guess?
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. The important thing we should see in the footage is the victim himself, Jack Shipley. I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool in that footage.
Oh, that's right.
If the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the skull rock during those 10 minutes. But no human being can hold their breath underwater for that long.
Wait a minute. Are you saying...
When the security camera started up at 10 a.m., the victim was Omaiwa mo Shinderu.
What?
He's already dead.
Oh, thank you for the translation. Order in the court. If that's the case, then when was the victim murdered?
I don't know, Your Honor, but we now know it had to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client.
But there is no one else who could have killed the victim.
Not necessarily. The defense believes that the true culprit may have been human.
Wow, he's onto something, I think.
Maybe a third human. And we have evidence to back
There was
up...
a third whale in the room.
And we have evidence to back up our theory as well.
Do you now? I would be very interested in seeing this evidence.
Erikios, I think Fulbright did bring an updated autopsy report at the beginning. I could be wrong.
I think he gave us like a partial one in the beginning,
Yeah,
at least, right?
something.
But I don't remember if we ever actually got an update.
Z-Man977182, thank you for the follow. The defensive's trump card, that thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go so far as to call it decisive, but now's the time to play it. Hi, Pepper.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please submit your evidence. What evidence shows that the crime may have been committed by a human?
The coin thing, right?
I think so.
Take that!
What's this? A coin?
I'm trying to bribe you.
Well, it is shiny.
Spend it on your Genshins.
Oh, well, then bribe accepted.
Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon.
This tiny little coin is the murder weapon? Mr. Wright, if this is another one of your bluffs.
As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor.
Do they say that?
Classic phrase. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins altogether, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it.
Did you have the blood analyzed to see who it is, whose it is?
Not yet,
We just kind of stole it from the crime scene.
but there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool, one of them with a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool.
The side of a pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the orca did it. And I was really banking on saying the orca did it.
I realize you are trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once?
It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. You guys don't carry your
Bag
coins
of
in a bag?
And so where is this bag that the coins were in?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them.
They took it?
The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder.
They used the coins as a blunt.
Oh no. They then threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up. And then they left, taking the bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. Wasn't Orla the name of like a Jim Henson character in some movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, you're asking the wrong person.
That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator.
Yeah, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything.
The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness?
That's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim. Just like it did a year ago, singing a song.
Did you guys arrest the whale back then as well, or?
This is its second offense. It needs to die.
I guess there still is that.
Oh, but Insis, I remember that meme. I think the first meme I ever encountered on the internet was the "Oh really, yeah really" owls.
Either that or the long cats.
Advice dog. I feel like was,
really,
like,
Yeah.
really, really early.
yeah.
Success, baby.
Yeah. Even with somebody else as the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. Still seem pretty bizarre. I wonder why she did what she was doing. I wonder why she was doing
Wow.
the same thing she did a year ago.
That's evil.
Why did she was doing the same things?
I wonder why did she was doing the same things. But are they really that bizarre? Like your sentence structure?
What do you mean?
To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around.
Turn our thinking around, huh? Sounds good to me.
Oh, but Insis, your oldest meme was "All your base all belong to us." Yeah, that was certainly an old one for me as well.
That one was actually my first meme, I think.
It was hard to escape that one. Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Katsudon Piroshki, thank you for the follow there. Rest in peace,
Dang.
the Piroshkis. Oh,
Rest in peace, Yuri.
rest in Piroshki.
Rest in peace.
Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. What? Okay. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. Oh, Katsudan. R.I.P. Ice Ado. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place.
Somebody sent me a tweet that said they made a Twitter account just to tweet at me about how sad they were about Yuri on Ice, the movie, getting canceled. And they
Oh.
said they read my fanfics too, so I was like, oh damn.
Ice Ado is a reference to the movie Ice Adolescence, which was going to be the next Yuri on Ice project.
Yeah. They were gonna turn into cars.
Uh-huh.
Revolutionary boy, Yuri.
Yuri on Ice, Yuri is a non-binary.
I apologize.
Yuri on non-binary.
I apologize.
Revolutionary non-binary Yuri.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions?
I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case?
Very well. Then why don't you explain it for the court?
It was episode 7.
Yeah, it was episode 7.
Episode 7. You're getting called out, Beast Hench, I'm sorry. How did the defendant's actions affect the case? They created a witness, I suppose?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Miss de Plume focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The song. The orca's act of singing a song created a witness. What's up?
I was gonna say, I think there was a nipple flash in episode 3 though, so.
That sounds about right. Created a witness.
Isn't it possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Miss de Plume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. Katsudon Piroshki wants to know your fanfic account name, Marin.
I'm looking it up.
Link the AO3.
Yeah.
Those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim.
Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator?
Exactly. And that would explain Orla's actions perfectly.
But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her?
I mean, you think it's possible to arrest her, so...
That's different.
Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior with this.
The whistle.
The whistle.
Is this a whistle?
Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals.
Ah, that must be how they get Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows.
The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. How many cases of the Ace Attorney series thus far have revolved around trained animals?
Trains?
Let's see.
Because there's the circus, there's the...
There's the circus, there's
Thank you for the
parrot,
hydrate command, Rex Corvus.
There's...
Oh, the parrot's not
Um,
trained though, is it? That was
It was
just like
trained. It was trained to say, "Don't forget DL6."
Yeah.
And then
Oh
untrained
yeah,
to
that's
say it.
right.
Yeah, there's a
And
fair
then
bit
what
of...
about
And then there was at least one case in
Investigations.
investigations too.
with the prison?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the dog. Oh,
But I
the
can't,
comfort
can't
animals.
remember I can't remember how many cases the animal parts of that spanned.
Because there were multiple. It was case 2, and then
Yeah.
they came back, and
Wow.
the monkey guy was the villain, right? So
Yeah, it was like the assassin with the trained dog.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say, I feel like the trained animals do a better job than the trained lawyers.
yeah.
The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor.
And also, I guess any case Missile is in.
Ah. Then, when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. Light Avalon, thank you for the follow.
Illusions.
Illusion. And as for you, Mr. Plume, I'm sorry I talked over your line. I believe it was Wawat.
Well, what?
You were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness.
Oh my god. Norma de Plume was set up. I, Norma de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used. My titties were too big. Too big of titties.
But Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. Your
My
titties were too
titties.
big.
The titties.
They were out of this world.
Ugh, titties. Ugh.
I needed to calm them.
That was one wardrobe malfunction I did. Oh, come on, fuck you.
It's fucking cleavage, y'all. Get over it.
It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla.
Ugh.
Big shocker here. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the blood-stained coin analyzed.
Meow.
Or analyzed, if you prefer.
I would prefer anal, yes, but you waste your breath. I'm a trans man.
I
In
guess.
case anyone forgot about that silver-tongued inmate eating my pussy.
I hope everybody had forgotten. I guess.
I didn't. I would
Eve-
never.
I would never. Martin set himself up for that when he teed it up with a.
I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect.
You did it, boss. If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it.
I appreciate the chat being like, come on, show us Phoenix's tits.
Yeah,
Now if
I want to see Phoenix get sat on by Noam de Plume, honestly.
Now-
Is it the next game, I think, where we get the Furio Tigre DLC costume?
oh
think
shit.
so.
We'll have to show tits in the next game.
Yay.
Titties. Awooga.
Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in.
In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it.
Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation.
Objection!
I guess it's not unequivocal.
Excuse me, bitch. Overturn the defendant's accusation? Huh. I think not.
Thank you for the head pat there, Just Ellie. My hair! My beautiful hair!
Bitch. Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, the moment you relax is when you are most vulnerable.
And what did this man go in for?
Illegal relaxing.
He is merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again.
That literally sounds like illegal relaxing.
But Right Dono here would be easier to hook than any fish. He's a little slut, aren't you, Right?
I'm
Yes.
a fish.
Go, homophobic bird!
That hawk sure does love the judge's head and hate gay people.
Because the judge is very straight. He's got kids. He's got a wife that he probably doesn't care about.
The bag.
That's the straightest thing of all.
Right?
What's this? The coin from before and some sort of bag?
Ah, he got that bag.
Rex, you're so right.
A bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this.
This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this.
Boom. How did you get that?
Oh ho 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 ho. I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene.
Oh, this is fucking... I hate that
ho,
shit.
Oh ho ho. Look at me, I'm a cute little guy. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab.
And does the blood belong to the victim?
It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin.
I knew it. So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim.
Yeah, the bag was open and the coins had all spilled out.
Korota SCP says withholding evidence, go directly to jail. But the problem is he's already there.
But the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as the murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was.
Prosecutor Blackwell, are you conceding that the true culprit committed the murder with a bag of coins?
I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was the orca that killed the victim.
What? How can you still suspect Orla?
You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior. But Orla isn't the kind of orca that would let someone control her.
What do you-
She's a strong, independent
He's a
woman.
girl boss.
She's a girl boss. Snap, snap.
Girl boss gatekeep fweep.
If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him.
That's a lot of, like...
What?
He's giving a lot of credit to this whale.
But
Are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being?
Aru Oliveira, thank you so much for the 10 bits. Hello there.
To prove it, I have summoned another witness.
Huh.
Marlon Rhymes.
Oh
Take the stand.
no. All right.
He's like, this whale committed premeditated murder.
Let me tell you about how this whale killed a man. It was really sad.
Marlon
I don't know
Rhymes
how to rhyme.
is a witness?
I'll be right back really
Sure
quick.
thing. We're
Alright.
taking a quick break. Do you need a break at all, Marin?
I probably should.
Let's
I'll
do
be
that.
right back.
All right, we're taking a short break while Marin and Soupy are AFK. Hope you guys are doing well. We are currently knee deep. I want to say balls deep, but I don't think we're balls deep. We're knee deep into the Dual Destinies DLC Turnabout Reclaimed. I think when we're done with this case, we're done with Dual Destinies in total. I think we'll have completely finished the game, essentially. We'll have exhausted everything we can do with it. And then after that, we've got Spirit of Justice. And then outside of Professor Layton and the Great Ace Attorney, we've essentially completed the mainline Ace Attorney games. Obviously, that's a ways off, but I'm excited. I genuinely have no clue what to expect from Spirit of Justice. Like, I had no idea what to expect from Dual Destinies, but I feel like if it's on par with Dual Destinies, I'll have a good time. I enjoyed this game okay. Miss Inkwitch, did you get a bunch of Genshin Sethos Kaiba memes sent to you this week? No, I can't say I did. Why? Did they do more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff? I know they've made Yu-Gi-Oh references in Genshin in the past, and Ace Attorney references as well. But I'm not familiar with any Sethos, if that's a character. Are there VODs available to watch previous gameplays? Yes, I believe if you type !VOD, I think that's it. You can go to the VOD channel. It's not got every single game that I've streamed. It's got mostly just the Ace Attorney stuff. And there's been a couple of instances where I've not been able to keep all the footage for that either. I've unfortunately lost a fair bit of the investigations footage. But for the most part, I think Apollo Justice has just been entirely uploaded. And we've got the first two games for the most part. The end bit of 2 is gone, unfortunately. But there you go. There's a rival named Sethos, and his bow and arrow set look like a dual disc. Brilliant. I'm happy about that. Yolanator, I was really happy that I got to update Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged as well. Enna Kaiser, Phoenix, and Maya are also playable characters in the fighting RPG Project X Zone 2, which also features Sagata Sanshiro as a playable character. That might be an option. Oh, the problem with that is it would require us to invest time in playing that game, and I played that game, and I'm not good at it. I'm real bad at that game. And also, I'll be honest, I don't know who 90% of the characters are in the game, so it would be like a lot of me being like, huh? And then occasionally like, hey, it's Kamen Rider. Or, hey, it's Majima. Bedin says, apropos of nothing, this week I played through Higurashi When They Cry's first chapter without knowing what genre it is beforehand. I was in for a surprise, to say the least. Yes, if you don't know anything about Higurashi going in, that's going to be a bit of a reveal. I knew people back in the day that were really into Higurashi. Never really got into it myself. I understand the appeal. It's not for me. Did I say it wrong, Vampiro? Oh, you said it wrong. Seagram? What is a Seagram? I've got to Google what a Seagram is just so I know what it tried correcting this to. Seagram? Oh, it's a company? Oh, wait. Seagrams is a gin. That would be a different Sanshiro, wouldn't it? That would be drunk Sagata Sanshiro.
I'm back.
And welcome back, Soupy. Senmaru, thank you for the hydrate command there. Duskbringer 13, isn't that game in the same category as Corpse Party? Another game that I don't know anything about, but I know it's fucked up, presumably. But yes, Higurashi I have no experience with, Corpse Party no experience with, but I feel like I know I wouldn't enjoy Higurashi at least. Could be wrong about that.
It's a horror game, right?
Yes. Yes. That seems like everything I've seen would imply that.
Sure. I don't. It's just been like a long time since like I've just seen it around.
Yeah, it went away for a long time. I think it recently had new content, but
oh really?
Yeah, Higurashi I've never, outside of seeing a couple of clips where it's like, look how messed up this is. I'm like, oh
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And back when it was like a really new and edgy thing, I remember it being like a much bigger thing.
Yeah. Star Wars fan, do you think Danganronpa is more messed up? I mean, admittedly, I didn't finish Danganronpa, but everything that I'd seen in Danganronpa didn't seem as fucked up as the stuff I'd seen from Higurashi, personally. But I could be wrong. I think with Higurashi, the main thing is just how unexpected and out of left field it seems to be. Danganronpa seems to be structured around that. Last year, Higurashi had a new anime. I see.
That would
I'm
do
back.
it.
Welcome back. Are we good to get back into the game?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Well, don't just stand there. State your name.
Oh boy. I told you I didn't want to be a witness.
I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently Right Dono won't be satisfied until every stone is turned.
Turn all the stones.
I want to flip you over.
Well, son of a... All right, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with.
Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness.
I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about.
So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness?
Ahoy! Yo, yo, yo ho ho! People of the law, time to testify! Chilling with my crew at the ship shape. Orcas, penguins under seascape. Cleaning and feeding, there ain't no end. But damn bratty kids' tours, I shall transcend. Noob animal keeper from the house of rhymes. I'm the master keeper, Marlin with the rhymes. I rhymed rhymes with rhymes.
Oh my. I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word you said. Did you rhyme with rhymes?
Yeah.
Isn't that flip-flop music young people nowadays like?
So close, Your Honor. So close. And yet, so far.
Please proceed with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop.
I said a flip, a flop, a flip-flop, flippity flip-flop. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. Oh no, he's going to blame Sasha? I think this guy did it. The man-manipulating orca. At about 10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. Huh. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the orca pool. Orca pool diagram updated in the court record. It also has information about the area around the orca pool on the first and second floor. The pool is about 65 feet deep. The defendant made the stuff fall down?
Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the room floor.
Wise Pizza, thank you for the follow.
There is no doubt that it was the orca that caused this mess.
Oh, could she have really done that from within the pool?
As I said, the orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlin checked on the scene, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine.
Tell us more about the brawny prisoner in the cell next to yours.
He's got a great dick.
What is he? The jail gossip?
Yeah.
Talking about guys' dicks?
Everybody comes to me and they talk about their problems.
This guy's like, I've got such a
And
huge
show me their
dick.
dicks.
Yeah, that was his problem specifically. I've not seen it myself, so I can't verify, but that is just what he vented to me very regularly about. And now I'm kind of like, was he coming on to me? Or
That guy
was
showed
he
me his dick.
actually-
Is he coming on to me?
No, he didn't show me his dick. He was just complaining about it. And I
Oh.
was like, is he like asking me? Like, is this like his way of asking me to show it to him? Because I'm not gonna ask. Like, that's weird, you know.
That,
But
yeah,
then-
that would be weird.
That would be
so-
weird.
but if his problems really were just that focused on anyway, how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how.
A guy with a
That
huge
guy
dick
said-
turned around.
Yeah. He got really excited.
We lost like 10
Well-
viewers during all that.
They're like, okay, this is too much.
Good.
The orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them.
Sounds like the weak people left.
I'm glad.
A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move. Was child's play to an orca.
I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted because Pepper is sleeping on top of the computer tower and he's so cute.
Oh, baby.
Marin bought him a heated blanket, a little bed.
Oh, I bet he loves that.
He does, but getting him to sit in it, he doesn't seem to get it.
None of them seem to get it yet.
No.
Like, we put
They'll
him
learn.
in it, and he enjoys it when he's in it,
Yeah.
but none of them have voluntarily gone inside of it yet.
During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall. Yes, fall. And the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Ms. DePlume saw.
Objection! Clock up.
Thank you for the clock up there, MZS. But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? I should look at this updated thing here. Oh, okay. It's not that detailed. That orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her trainer. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it.
I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
Cherry Berry had a look at the gay attorney man. Which one? I guess there's only one.
Objection!
If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he can't be sure about. His statement that the orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation.
Silence.
Up the shut fuck. Whether the orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue.
Oh, Kuwagata indeed, MZS.
Traces of the orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates.
Yeah, do check out Cherry Berry's channel. One of my favorite they-thems. Plenty of mayhem. They-them mayhem.
Excuse me?
I said one of.
Who is this? Who is this they them?
The important point is that the orca is the only one that could have moved the items.
Mama, are you upset too?
Oh,
How
mama.
many they thems does he know? Oh, I don't even know either.
Ah, I have to discredit that statement somehow. Ah. Ah. If I don't, it'd mean that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. This is the black and white image of the whale. Cross-examination. The man manipulating orca. All right. 10 a.m.'s in the staff room. Heard aloud.
Let's check his calendar. I feel like that's not right.
Oh, right. I was going to say, do we have anything related to that?
His fucking liar.
Here we are.
ass.
Calendar.
His
Meet the
something smells
captain at the
fishy.
orca pool at 7 a.m. And then it was
Is
switched
that
with...
all it says?
That's all it says. Unless... No.
So what does it say in the actual description in the court record?
In the court record.
It was accidentally switched with Pearl's calendar.
Lanny Pator, holy cow, with the raid. I do appreciate it. Let's give you a quick shout out really quickly. Lanny Pator, you were playing Helldivers 2. I hope democracy was upheld. I hope you guys, the democracy was protected. Thank you for the raid. We're playing some Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. We're on the DLC case, Turnabout Reclaimed. We're currently in a bit of a... We're doing the cross-examination. We're trying to figure out what the... what do you call it? The statement that we need to contradict is.
Eh.
I'm joined by Marin and
Will you look
Soupy.
at the diagram again?
The diagram? Sure thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for bonking me. Why?
I didn't like Democrosty.
Oh, there you go.
Weren't he and Pearl in like the food prep area or something?
Yeah. They were
Oh.
in that fish place.
That's when the calendars got switched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
So how do I have to present the diagram? That doesn't
I
seem
don't know
right.
if it's that or the calendar, but the calendar also doesn't. It does say the thing about getting
It's switched with Pearl's
Pearl.
calendar at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Where he was at the food room. Okay.
Yeah, because I think Pearl's was like lost or something, wasn't she?
Yes.
Hold it.
Oh, and I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. Are you sure about the time you were in the staff room? What? Yes, I'm sure. I'm pretty good with time. I've never been late to work once. If he's sure about the time, then there's something wrong with that statement. I better take another look through the court record.
All right, please continue with your testimony, Mr. Rhymes.
All right. These rhymes are about to get busted. Click.
Objection!
Nice.
Your rhyme
The
sucks,
satisfactory silence. You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true? Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's... I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at the Shipshape Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Shipshape.
Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand.
All of the audience members are gathered around it, eating them with their bare hands.
And they're all going whack, whack, whack.
Not to worry your baldness. Taco will have them cleaned up in no time. Go! Homophobia!
I guess that bird comes in handy now and then.
All right, Mr. Wright. We have all seen your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind.
I made that noise and Pepper opened his eyes and sort of narrowed them slowly at me. No, Your Honor, this isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness's, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. I think... yeah, I guess that makes sense. What? Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. Henshin. Thank you, Goku SS400, for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 16 months. I spy with my eye a Karibo disguised as a lawyer. It ain't no disguise. When I got this badge on, I have the legal right to send you all to jail. Or at least talk to you in a courtroom. Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around.
And smelled like fish.
They ran into each other at about 10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly, the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there is no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs.
What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar.
That's because Mr. Rhymes and Pearls were keeping it a secret, and I don't give a shit.
You lied to me? This transgression will not go unpunished.
Hey!
So, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you?
Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the Orca pool room myself. But somebody told me about it. Who told you about it? It was, Unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rhymes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. heard about it from Sasha. What? From Miss Buckler?
But that doesn't make sense.
What is going on here?
Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the orca into a corner. How do you like being bitten by your own client, right, Dono?
Well, I really liked it in case 1-5 of the...
When you were bitten?
Is that... Which one was that? In the first game.
Rise from the ashes.
When was Edgeworth my client?
That was 4.
That was 1-4.
My bad. I didn't like 1-5.
I was like, did Lana bite you?
Ugh. I certainly didn't see this coming, or remember
Yeah,
which case was the right one.
What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the orca, not for the orca.
From the orca?
Does she do birthday parties?
There's a guy in the prison whose birthday is next week.
The brawny guy
His
next to
name
my...
is Simon Blackwell.
I would love to see the final performance of this whale before we kill it, and then I want to eat it. The prosecution calls the trainer, Ms. Sasha Buckler, to the stand.
That is power, though. Like, being entertained by a criminal, finding them guilty, and then eating them.
Yeah. Eaten by a criminal and judged by a criminal.
True. Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the orca's trainer has to say.
I don't know what Sasha's going to say. Presumably something like, "Arr."
Yeah, that's pretty safe.
But I'll just have to
Maybe
meet
a
it.
fish one or two.
But I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is. Thank God Mr. Rhymes was not on the stand for more than that.
Yeah.
We will take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned.
Takes 20 minutes to do the ritual.
She's gotta get here.
Yeah. They have to draw a summoning circle and put some fish on it.
She jumps up with all the fish in her mouth through the portal like a whale cresting the surface of the ocean.
Now, I'm only asking this because we are at a point. Obviously, we don't have to stop there, but how are you guys feeling?
I mean, I'm cool taking a break here, honestly, because I was kind of wanting to go to the dollar store.
You wanna call it there?
Sure.
Yeah, it's
All
been
right.
almost 2 hours. I feel like that's a good point.
It's
We
definitely
made pretty good progress.
It's definitely been a decent sized stream. I just, if you guys wanted to keep playing, I'm happy to keep going, but it sounds like we're going to wrap things up there. That way, when we come back, Karina will be coming in at a point where it's relatively easy to figure out where we're at.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us this week, folks in the chat. I do appreciate it. I'm going to be back later this week with more streams. I'll keep you guys updated. Hang on. Let me look at who is streaming that we can raid.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Who
Oh,
can
who?
we raid?
Do you have anybody that is
Ooh.
live that you're following, Marin, that you want to raid?
Let me see. Anyone live?
Do you follow anybody on Twitch?
It does not look like anyone I'm following is live. I do follow people, but like Leo, I follow Lady
Yeah.
Hatsu.
Yeah, Hatsu Queen.
Follow
Karika, thank you
Rafi.
for the 50 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye. I'm going
night.
to... Sorry, go on.
Good night.
Good night indeed. I'm going to raid... I'm going to raid somebody new. Somebody called Hell Kitty Selena, who's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Random stream channel I've never seen before, but it looks like they're having a good time. We've got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, and we all love Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, for the most part. All right. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday. We won't be back next Sunday because I think me and Marin and our friends are going out for a tea event.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to a festival of tea at the
Ooh.
Story Your Stern's Japanese Garden in Pasadena.
Really looking
So,
forward to that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice private garden, and they memberships are like $50 a year, and you get to bring 2 people, or you get 2 tickets to go as many times as you want for a year.
A party, says Miss Inkwitch. Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, Marin, was there anything you want to say to the chat before we head out here?
No, I mean, I was in Delicious in Dungeon as Holm again.
Oh, yeah.
The chubby boy with the yowie hands who kind of talks like this.
So, hope you're enjoying Delicious in Dungeon. We're almost caught up. We've got
Yeah.
one more week and then we're all caught up and then we got to find a new anime to watch. So,
We're thinking Cherry Magic or it's the other thing that you said.
some D anime
D.
that is gay.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we head out?
Just thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you for joining us, Soupy. All right, guys, we're going to pop out here. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to go watch Kamen Rider with my friends, so I know I've got some good times coming. But aside from that, I'll see you throughout the rest of the week. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged episode 87 is already more than halfway written, so I'm hoping to have that out sooner rather than later. I'm not going to say it's anywhere near immediately finished. We have 6 seconds. Bye!
Open your
Bye.
eyes to the next eyes.
Excellent.